I'm going to tell you how to read edgeful's FOMC performance report. So in the report type, we're in price action. Obviously, we've selected the FOMC performance. We're looking at SPY and we're looking at the trailing 5 years. So this captures all the FOMC meetings in the last 5 years. Right now, we have average selected. So what this does is it takes the average of all of the meetings in the last year. And we currently have the percent change selected, which means we're just looking at the percent change here rather than the dollar volume change. So the way that we broke this out is by the initial reactions, by that 2 p.m. Eastern time initial reaction. So when you're on, right now we're looking at the negative initial reaction, and you can see that right here, the average negative initial reaction in the last 5 years is just around 0.5%. So that's that big drawdown. And if you switch here to the positive reaction, the initial positive reaction, this groups all of the days that have an initial positive reaction. So the reason that we have it grouped is if you're trying to trade FOMC today, for example, and you see that there is a negative reaction, then you can look at the negative reaction scenarios and see what tends to happen after that. So the way that this is broken out is it shows the average performance in 15-minute intervals. So you can see for an FOMC day, generally the morning is kind of flat, people probably aren't trading, and then the real action starts towards the end of the day. And again, just a reminder, we're on the average here. So if we switch to the dollar change, this is the average amount in terms of dollars that price will move for SPY. And as a reminder, you can pick any stock you want, but this shows the actual dollar changes if you want to see it like that. And then finally, we have the volume changes. So you can see obviously huge spike on the 15-minute interval at 2 p.m. and then it stays pretty elevated for the rest of the day. And earlier throughout the day, it's pretty low, like most likely choppy price action. So we also have a selector here, which is for individual days. So this allows you to actually go back and select a specific day to see how it actually moved and how it behaved. If we look at yesterday, which is January 31st, 2024, this is the chart result of yesterday's price action. So this is FOMC yesterday, January 31st. You can see 2 p.m., which is right here, big drawdown, and then followed by a big push back up. So you can see 2 p.m., drawdown, big push up, and then followed by a larger move down for the rest of the day on a 15-minute time period. So this report can help you just understand, okay, I want to go and see the December meeting, which is honestly kind of a unique one where price just kept kind of going up all day. So the individual days allows you to go back and kind of like see a snapshot of all the days. And then the average, it actually allows you to see what tends to happen. So some of these things, you'll see that it says 0% or 0.01%. That's because we always group by the 2 p.m. time slot. So in reality, there is not a 0% change here, but there might be a 0.5% move up on some times and 0.5% move down, which over the course of 5 years will like flatten that average out to like close to zero. So the one that you really want to pay attention to here is 2 p.m. and later. So if you trade FOMC, this report really gives you an understanding of like how you can trade, what to expect, especially based on that initial reaction, and kind of gives you an edge in terms of trading FOMC because they are wild days to trade.